a YouTube channel known as The Northwest Wind, usually dedicated to camping trips, outdoor adventures, and quiet escapes into nature, experienced something far more unsettling one day. Sam, the creator and face behind the channel, decided to try something different, a so-called stealth camping trip in a local park. At first, everything seemed normal, almost too normal. He found a suitable spot deep within the woods, far from any trails or signs of people, and began setting up his tent.
I don't know what it is here, but I keep feeling like somebody's watching me, and it's like very, very strong feeling, like hair on the back of my neck standing up. I don't know. I just keep feeling like I'm being watched or something, though. I don't know. There are people around for sure. It's a very public park area, but I'm off the main trails by a ways. It's also very dead back here and foggy too. I don't know if the camera picks up the fog, but there's fog rolling in like everywhere. It's just kind of creepy, I guess, but...
As the night slowly settled in, Sam began preparing his dinner, the faint crackle of his cooking gear echoing softly through the trees. But something felt off. A strange, creeping sensation started to build. Subtle at first, almost easy to ignore. Then it grew stronger, an unshakable feeling that he wasn't alone, as if someone or something was watching him from the darkness. After finishing his dinner, Sam decided to turn in for the night, retreating into the safety of his tent as the forest around him fell silent.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they could see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent. Somebody's out there. I don't know if they're coming this way or just walking around out there. I can't tell. Somebody's definitely walking around out there, though. Hang on. I don't want to leave the light on in case they could see in here. I think the fly is thick enough that they can't see the light, but still, I'm leaning right up against the lantern, so you can only just barely see my face. I don't know if you could see with my phone. I don't know if you could see me better with my phone or not. Somebody's walking around out there. They're getting closer, too. They're getting closer. Hang on. Hang on. I want you to be able to see as much as possible, but I'm not going to turn on the lantern again. I have my headlamp in my pocket, too. Listen. I don't like this at all. I'm spooked. Hello? Hello? They're really close. They're like 10 feet away. I think there's two people. I can't tell. I can barely hear them talking. They're whispering. I think there's two people.
Sam heard it. Footsteps. Slow, deliberate, circling just outside his tent. Not one set, multiple. Whoever or whatever was out there was moving around him, closing in.
They're walking around outside in circles. Hello? Hello? Alright, I don't like this. Hello? Hello? They're touching my tent. Stop. They're right outside the tent. Hello, I'm in here. Hello? 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 All right, I'm getting the f out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what the f this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? They're f***ing with me. They're f***ing with me here. Holy crap, get away. What do you want? Hello, I can't see you. Hello?
The footsteps didn't stop. Sam could still hear them, pacing just inches from the thin fabric of his tent. Something brushed against the side of the tent. Slow, intentional. Sam called out into the darkness, his voice tense, demanding an answer. But nothing came back. Only silence. His heart pounded harder with every passing second. The tension became unbearable. Finally, he snapped. Grabbing a knife with a trembling hand, Sam made a decision. Whatever was out there, he was going to face it. He took a breath and stepped out into the darkness.
They collapsed my tent on me. I don't know which way they went. I think they went this way. I see you. Get away! All right, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone! They went over that way. I can't see them now. I know you're there. I see you. They collapsed my tent on me and pulled the fly off while I was still in there. It smells like someone's smoking a cigarette too. I smell your cigarette. I smell your cigarette. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I have a knife. I smell your cigarette. All right, I'm officially like tweaking now. I'm like, all right, we're just gonna get out of here. We're just gonna get out of here. I'll come back for this crap later. Do I have my phone? I'm gonna call 911 if you come near me. Should I just call the police now or do I just go? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm scared to go in any direction. I don't know where to go. I'm scared to go in any direction. I smell your cigarette. Is the camera on? The camera's on. I'm recording all of this. All right, they're moving again. I don't know, I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. All right, get the hell out of here. I'm leaving, don't follow me. I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to get out of here. I smell your cigarette, I can hear you. I hear you. All right, I don't know which way to go. How the hell do I get out of here? All right, I don't know how to get out of here. All right, this is how the do I get out of here? Hang on, let me see if they're... Stay away from me! They're coming behind me. I don't know what they're doing. They could just be around. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. They're at my campsite. I see them. I see you reflecting off my tent. Leave my shit alone! All right, I'm getting out of here. Okay, here's the trail of some kind. Ah! 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 I just ate. I'm soaked. I'm toast. Okay, oh, they're coming. Leave me alone! Okay. Okay. I don't know where I'm going. Ow! Mother. I just ate. Ow, I'm in prickers. Okay. Ow, both. Ow. Ow. What the fuck? Okay. I don't see or hear anybody. All right, this is a clearing here. I just tripped over that. Ow. Oh, my knee. My poor knee. All right, here's a clearing. This has got to lead back to the main trail. I don't know where they are. It's all foggy up here. I got water in my headlamp. I don't know where to go. I don't see or hear anybody.
Sam stepped out of the tent and saw a figure not far away in the forest. He could clearly smell cigarette smoke in the air. He called out several times, telling the unknown presence that he could hear them. He could smell the cigarette, and they needed to leave him alone. But there was no response. Fear quickly took over. Sam became overwhelmed with terror and decided to run. He left his tent behind and fled into the dark forest. As he moved through the darkness, he kept hearing footsteps behind him. Someone was following him. In a panic, he shouted into the night, demanding to be left alone. But the figure continued to pursue him without a sound. He stumbled several times in his rush, falling to the ground, only to force himself back up and keep running. Eventually, Sam managed to escape the forest unharmed. But what stayed with him wasn't what he saw. It was what followed him. Later, he said it was one of the most terrifying experiences of his life. But one question still remains. What was that figure doing in the dark forest? And why wouldn't it leave him alone? Grizzly Gaz's YouTube channel is best known for his nighttime camping adventures. What began as just another ordinary trip into the wild soon took a disturbing turn. Gaz, accompanied by his loyal dog, ventured deep into an unfamiliar forest, far from any known trails, far from safety. As the sun sank beneath the horizon, they set up camp, preparing to spend the night in the suffocating silence of the woods. But when darkness finally took over, something wasn't right.
I can't see any pagan markings or out like that.
At first, Gaz stumbled upon something unsettling. Hidden between the trees, barely visible in the fading light, stood strange structures, crudely assembled from twisted branches and broken limbs. They resembled tents, or at least something that tried to imitate them. Gaz pitched his tent, ate his dinner in uneasy silence, and decided to lie down to sleep, though the forest around him felt far too awake.
So I did a hot tent camp last week, and that was brilliant, that, but I don't think it's for me, in that. It was absolutely scorchio inside the tent. Yeah, so like I was saying, it was roasting inside the hot tent, but all the bugs and stuff, it's just not for me. And once I'm in a tent, that's it. I just like to relax then. I don't want to be cutting up wood and this, that and other, especially in a confined space if it's raining.
Gaz began to hear strange noises creeping through the forest. Branches snapped somewhere in the darkness. Not like they were falling, but like someone, was breaking them on purpose.
That wind's picking up. Branches or twigs falling out of trees, but I keep hearing breaking. Definitely hear something out there. I can't see out. Oh, that's nice, isn't it, mate? Fucking hell, that was a big branch, wasn't it? Trees keep falling from old branches and they're pretty close, but I checked to make sure there were no widowmakers around here, so don't know. Always check for widowmakers. I'm gonna have to close up soon because this light's attracting all flies. Right, come on. Why is this light gone off? Oh, there we go. Oi.
Gaz heard the snapping branches drawing closer, closer with every passing second. It became painfully clear that someone was moving toward him. His chest tightened, his breathing turned shallow, and panic began to crawl under his skin. Fear took hold of him completely, freezing him in place. But the most terrifying part hadn't even begun yet.
Let's pick it back up again now. So. I hope there's no widow makers fall on us. That'd be no good, would it, mate? Oh, dear. This pillow. Oh, fuck! 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 Fucking hell. Where the fuck? Fendi! Fendi! Come here, mate. Oh, you're alright. What the fuck was that? Fucking flies. Mate, come on. Fucking hell, this is all torch that I've got.
Suddenly, something slammed down from above, crushing the top of his tent. Gaz's mind snapped. Pure panic took over as terror surged through him. He scrambled out and ran, blind, desperate, fleeing into the darkness without looking back. After putting some distance between himself and whatever that thing was, he finally slowed, forcing himself to breathe. Shaking, he made a decision. He would go back, grab his gear, and get to his car. But not until daylight. When morning came, Gaz returned. The sight that greeted him made his stomach drop. His tent was in ruins, shredded, crushed, torn apart as if something had violently ripped through it. Whatever had been there had meant to destroy. And Gaz realized, with a cold wave of dread, just how lucky he was that he hadn't stayed the night.
The YouTube channel. Abbey Mountain Trekkers also crafts videos centered around camping, but there's something quietly unsettling about them. The man known only as Sun King has been on countless expeditions, far more than most would ever dare. His experience shows, yet there's a strange weight behind it, like he's seen things he never talks about. Just like in many of his other recordings, this one begins in daylight, a simple hike, calm, ordinary. He walks deeper and deeper into the wilderness, searching, always searching, until he finds what he calls the perfect campsite. He puts together a crude shelter, something between a tent and a desperate attempt at safety. And for reasons he never fully explains, he decides this is where he'll spend the night. A fire crackles to life. Food is prepared. For a moment, everything feels calm, almost peaceful. He sits there, resting, as if nothing in the world could reach him. And then, night falls. Not gradually, but all at once, like a switch being flipped. The forest changes. The air feels heavier. The silence, too perfect. Something isn't right anymore.
Alright guys, we'll give you a quick update. It's about 10 after 10. I laid down about 9 o'clock, and I was trying to go to sleep. It took me a while, and I was almost asleep, and sometime before 10, I was woke up by something I've never heard in my life. And I know this might sound sensational or something that, I'm not bullshitting. I heard like 4 quick, very loud, deep guttural calls on this ridge behind me, behind camp. There's like a dip on the other side, and it goes up to a higher ridge on this backside, and it sounded like it come from over there. But it was like 4 calls, almost like a communication call of some kind. They were back to back, and then there was a pause, and then I heard 2 more. It scared the absolute shit out of me. I'm still rattled. I've never heard anything like that in my life. It sounded like a mix between almost like a pig, some kind of, I hate to even say it, but a pig, an ape, and the calls almost sounded like how the velociraptors communicate with each other on Jurassic Park. I've never heard anything like that in my life. Needless to say, I'm pretty wigged out being up here by myself. I got up and got this first thing. I don't know what the hell that was, but it was big. It sounded big. I'll be no sleep tonight. That's for damn sure. But I'm not packing up and bailing either. I'm trying to get out of here in the dark. Ain't no way. I'll keep you posted. About 1 o'clock, I woke up again. I heard something circle my camp. Whatever it is, it's close. Hear that? Whatever it is, it sounded like there was 2 or 3 of them, and it started on the other side of my camp, went around my perimeter. camp.
Just as he's about to fall asleep, he hears it. Strange sounds. Not just unfamiliar, wrong. He later describes them as a mix between a monkey's growl and a pig's screech. But even that doesn't come close. There was something unnatural in it, something that didn't belong to anything known. Eventually, exhaustion pulls him under, but not for long. He wakes up, something is moving outside. Soft, deliberate footsteps circling his shelter. The faint sound of something brushing against leaves, pacing, waiting. He grabs his flashlight and scans the darkness around the tent. Nothing. No eyes, no shape, no movement. And yet, the sounds don't stop. They stay just out of sight, close enough to feel, far enough to never be seen. Something was watching him. The next morning, he tries to explain it. Calm voice, but you can hear it underneath. He has no idea what was out there that night. But one thing is certain, he wasn't alone.
Last night was one for the books. Very unusual, to say the least. I've been camping a lot of times. I'd say out of every 100 camping trips I've been on, maybe 5 of those have been solo. Usually I got somebody with me, but I've never experienced anything like that. I slept on eggshells the rest of the night.
Thanks for watching. If you want more truly disturbing stories lurking in the dark, make sure you subscribe.